Hello, everybody. It is time to cook with me, Cooking with Annie. I am Annika3 on Twitch, and I am doing a live cooking show today. I'm going to cook some hopefully yummy food. I always hope it tastes good. I'm going to make some homemade mac and cheese. I also have some sausages and peppers I'm going to cook. And then I am going to make a dessert. I was going to make Texas sheet cake. I love Texas sheet cake, and I realized I forgot an ingredient at the store. So I'm going to make homemade brownies instead. Um, so anyways, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It's been a nice day. We went out to breakfast this morning at a local place called Hannah and Nate's. Very good breakfast. They give you so much food. We always bring leftovers home. And it's always packed. Anytime you go there, there's usually at least a little bit of a wait. But it's a very good place to go eat. Let's see, we also went to a place called Nexus last night, which is a local brewery pub. It was also featured on Food Network. Guy Ferrari did, I forget what the name of it is, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. So he was there, and I love looking for places that he went to because you know the food's going to be good. So we do frequent that every so often just because it's one of our favorite places to go. Lots of good food. I love good food. I had the chicken and waffles last night. It was delicious. Their jambalaya is absolutely amazing. Very spicy, but then again, here in New Mexico, in Albuquerque, everything's spicy. So if you don't want it spicy, they're going to automatically put spice on it. You ask for the peppers, the chilies, whatever it is on the side. And that's what I usually do. But the jambalaya, you can't, it's just spicy no matter what. My daughter, when she was out visiting, we went there and I told her, like, oh, the jambalaya is really good. It's not that spicy. Well, apparently it's very spicy to her. So anyways, I'm going to get started cooking. I'm going to get water in my pan so that I can cook up my macaroni noodles. I'm going to get this out. I haven't had it out in a little while. Sure, there's no dust in there. So I don't usually use the biggest pan. I'll have to get a lid to put on it so that it heats up faster. Is it not hearing me? Let's try the water. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix my mic. It keeps dropping on me. Sorry, hope I'm not staticking everybody. Is that better? Okay. All right. Sorry about the water sound. I'm almost done here. Get a little bit of water. Okay. I'm not gonna cook a whole pack of macaroni because it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna have to use this salt because I can't open that cabinet. I forgot I needed the salt out of there. I don't think I have salt in there. No. Salt the water a little bit. I don't do a whole lot because the cheese is salty whenever you put it in. We'll get the water boiling. I'm going to get a lid out so that the water heats up a little bit faster. The sausages I have today are one of my favorite kinds. I'm not repping the brand or anything. I just like to eat these. They're chicken and apple. So they're very good, and I'm going to make some peppers to go along, put peppers in whenever I cook them. Not hot peppers, just regular bell peppers, and probably some onions. We've gone camping, and we had, I think it was this same brand or something similar, and it was a pineapple chicken, I think, and it was really good. We cooked it over, we made like little kebabs with it. We put them on the skewers and put peppers and different things with it whenever we roasted it. And it was really, really good. This is a really good brand of sausage. And I don't necessarily pick chicken. I like chicken sausage. I like pork sausage. I like all kinds of sausage. I just have, the stores were low on elbow macaroni. This was the only kind I find. I usually like a different brand, but this will work just fine. So I will open that up. I'm going to wash my peppers. And I can slice up some peppers while I'm waiting on the noodles. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to move this pan over here for now. I need to make my cheese sauce. There's a piece of bread in there. So milk. How I make my cheese sauce, I use milk, and I always buy whole milk. I don't drink a lot of milk, so if I'm going to use milk, I use whole milk. I put Velveeta in it. I don't have a whole thing of it. I do have extra cheese. I will put in some shredded cheese. I use Velveeta cheese because I just like it to make a cheese sauce with. And of course, this has to be cooked very slowly because cheese and milk has the tendency to scorch. And once you scorch it, it tastes terrible. And I will throw it out if I scorch it. Uncle Stinky, hello from Seattle. Well, hi. Hi, Alpha Soul Gaming Studios, and 8Bits is on. He's my moderator today, and he's also who I went out to breakfast with this morning. We live in the same house, so you all can know who he is. For a cookout, brought the chicken and pineapple habanero sauce. Whoa, well the habaneros might be a little too much. I don't think I could do that. But yeah, you have fun with those habaneros. I don't mind green chilies every once in a while. If I get too much of it, I'm not used to it. I didn't grow up here in Albuquerque. I've only been here for a few months. So it really can get my stomach kind of turning if I eat too much spicy. But I enjoy those sausages. All right, so I'm going to get this all. I should have cut up my cheese. I usually do that. I just plop the whole thing in there. So I'll cut it up here with my spatula. But so making my cheese sauce, gonna cook some macaroni, and again I will watch this closely. I need to get it heated up a little bit. And while I'm waiting on that to start warming up, I'm gonna make myself some tea. I enjoy a cup of tea. Most mornings I'll make myself tea. Sometimes I have coffee, but I love my tea. Today I'm going to be drinking cinnamon apple spice. I love this. This is such a nice warm flavor. And it's windy and chilly today in Albuquerque. Very windy. In fact, a couple days ago, it was so windy, you could see out over the city, which we live outside of the city. You could see over the valley. It was just a big dust storm. And apparently if you were down in it, it was very difficult to see driving. So I'm glad we don't live down in the valley because I don't think I want to deal with all the dust down there. The dust up here is enough. So I am going to cut up these peppers. I just like to slice them into strips. And right, talk to me, people. What kind of food do you like to cook? So I know Uncle Stinky, he likes spicy sausages. Last week, I made tacos. I just made normal hamburger tacos. I changed it up a little bit with the taco shell. I didn't use a hard corn shell. I used a flour tortilla and I fried them. Oop. My water is boiling already, or almost boiling. But that is how I grew up eating tacos, was frying the flour tortilla. And I really enjoy it that way. Almost ready. I like it to be a good rolling boil whenever I put my pasta in there, and we're almost there. So how's the weather in Seattle? Is it chilly and rainy like they always say it is? I've never been, so I just hear the stories. Oh, okay. Maybe the pineapple kind of balanced out the heat. Sunny and around 50. Oh, well that's nice. The sun always makes it feel warmer out. It's like here most of the winter it was in the 40s, but it's so sunny out that you go out and it just feels so nice. We've had a few weeks where it got pretty chilly, and we had snow a couple times. Okay, I think this is probably, yeah. All right. Oh, it's not all the way turned up. No wonder it's not doing a full boil. And my cheese is slowly warming up. I'm going to turn the heat down so that it can melt. I am going to go ahead, let me see, make sure there's nothing in the oven. One time, I'm going to put this on 350 and start it to preheat. One time, one of my sisters was preheating an oven, and there was a Tupperware cake saver in the oven. And they didn't look in the oven before they turned it on, and yeah, it was a mess. It was a horrible melted plastic mess in there, so you learn. Looks like we got some new people on here. Sotik 23. Hello, and Ms. Hippie, thank you for following. All right, I'm just gonna put about half of this bag in, because I'm doing like an 8x8 pan. I don't want to make too much, because it'll take a few days for us to eat it. Let's see, and what I'm gonna do, I am going to put a cracker crust on it. I like Ritz crackers on top. Usually I'll crunch them up, melt some butter, put a little bit of butter with them, just because then whenever you bake it, it just gives it a nice crunch on top. A lot of foods I grew up cooking were very traditional, very meat and potatoes type of food. My thing is starting. I'm going to get out one of my favorite teacups. Oops. There we go. I got this for Christmas. It's a clear glass one. I really like it. I also got this tea kettle for Christmas. My kids got that for me because they know I like to have tea. let's see, what else is going on in chat? Oh, yeah. Trader Joe's has some really good stuff. Some of their frozen dinners are really good. Their tikka masala, things like that. I've had. But yeah, sometimes you just need to add a little bit more flavor to things. Always good to do that. I like lots of flavor. All right, let me work on this. Oh, and I need to stir my pasta so it doesn't all stick in the bottom. And turn this down just a little. Already started sticking. Just a couple minutes. There we go. And let's check on my cheese. I always have to watch, because if I get talking or not paying attention, my cheese sauce scorches. And if it scorches, well, guess what? I'm not going to have any macaroni and cheese. Might be making macaroni salad instead. Let me turn this down. It's melting nicely. Oh, also, I do like to put a little bit of butter in my cheese sauce. Poor 8-Bits. He's probably like not used so much butter in his life. I like butter. I just put a little bit in. So yeah, so I like, so if we don't use all these peppers with the sausages, definitely eat them raw. I love raw peppers. A little bit of ranch dressing, or some hummus. Hummus is really good with peppers. You left the sauce in the freezer for too many years? Yeah. So maybe that was the problem and not the fact. You were brave. Sometimes if something sits there too long, it gets a little bit freezer burnt, and then it doesn't as well. Doesn't taste very good. It kind of has that frozen stale taste. I don't know if you can hear the birds. We have a sound absorbing cloth that's supposed to help, but they're noisy no matter what. All right. Oh, look at that beautiful tea. Let me get a spoon out so I can get my tea bag out. I know some people save their tea bags and reuse them. I don't. I just throw them away. Oh, that's so good. I love tea. I love all kinds of tea. Oh, Cosmic 1981. Thank you for following. I think I know who Cosmic is. I was going to say that's my cousin. Yes, I've been streaming for a few months now. I play a lot of different games. I actually am more a gamer streamer, but sometimes I mix it up. See, it's hard whenever you get family starting to watch this stuff, because then they see you stream stuff, and if they saw some of my streams, saw like my cosplay stuff I do, especially whenever I'm a zombie, that's always fun. But yeah, I stream almost every night, but I am on Mountain Time, so a lot of people I know are on eastern side of the United States, and I'm on the west-southwest. Oh, let's see. Oh, you're my cousin too. Oh, wait, which one? Which cousin are you? I know who Cosmic is. Are you? I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys want me to say your names out loud. Yeah, so I don't know. The videos are there. People can watch them after you do them. But yeah, so Sonia, that's who I thought it was probably. Yeah. So Sonia, if you didn't know it, I am in Albuquerque. A lot of life changes, but I'm in Albuquerque. I'm very happy. um, and everything is going good. So I'm cooking up this macaroni and it's looking good. And the cheese sauce it's all melted, I believe. So I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to scorch it. Yes, so anyways, I like cooking, so we thought we would incorporate cooking into streaming. And then yesterday, 8 Bits a Bite, he did whoops, I hit my mic. He did a stream of changing the oil on my Jeep yesterday. And then the Saturday before, he did a stream where he did the same on his and did some just kind of looking around at it. We're starting to get our mics figured out. We got some cordless mics because our other mics just weren't working very well to pick up from a distance. And if you turned away from it, well, thank you, Ms. Hippie. So, okay, I've got that done. I have all of that. I don't need to worry about the sausage right now. Once I get the macaroni and cheese in the oven, I will start working on the brownies. I'm really disappointed. I can't believe I forgot to get powdered sugar from the store. So that's what I needed for my Texas sheet cake. All right. Let's see, what else can we talk about? We're waiting on this macaroni to finish cooking. Any favorite foods that you all like to cook? Any good recipes? Send them my way. So, also, if you could see the apartment, right now it's wired from one end to the other. We have my computer station is in one corner, catty-cornered from his computer station, and so mine is further from the kitchen. So we have poles that keep the wires running across so we don't walk into them. It's quite the setup. One of these days, 8 Bits says we're going to have a place that is wired all over, ready to just stream whenever we want. So, but it usually takes us a couple hours to get everything set up. And then the cameras, I have 3 cameras running. We always have a problem like where one camera doesn't want to connect because it's interfering with the other cameras. So we always have to keep switching where we attach things. It's quite the setup. Oh, and evil African gray. African grays are very tough because they really only like 1 or 2 people. And generally, their main person is the person that takes care of them. So you're lucky if the African gray likes you. Yeah, so the birds, Arwen is she's a Quaker parrot. I always call her an African gray. She's not an African gray. She's a Quaker parrot. She is still a baby. She's 11 months, almost a year. She is a riot. She just chatters constantly. And then there's Beaker, who's 5 years old, and she has reached her teenage years. And if you know what teenagers are like, well, yeah, she makes a lot of noise, demands a lot of things, and tries to do things she knows she does not like us to do. She wants to, we've had to cover different things. I'm not sure. Up above where we have a camera, on top of the cabinets, we have like a towel because she tries to chew the cabinets. Above the door frames, she's crazy. She has bit me a couple times. Part of it, I think one time, apparently she doesn't like teeth. And she was on my shoulder, and I turned and I'm talking to her, smiling. And apparently my teeth made her feel threatened, and she grabbed my lip. And it hurt like crazy. It was not fun. And then one other time, I was trying to get Arwen into her cage, and Beaker thought I was maybe hurting Arwen. I wasn't. I was just doing my normal, come on Arwen, let's get in the cage, and Beaker sat on my shoulder and bit me on the cheek. So we have to watch, and I can't let Beaker sit on my shoulder while I'm trying to do something with Arwen, because she just gets protective. Even though Arwen annoys her, she gets very protective of Arwen. And then we have Robert, the cockatiel. He's fairly quiet compared to them. I used to think he was loud until I met these two girls, and yeah, he's very quiet. All right. I always taste test my pasta to see if it's done. And it's done. It's done perfect. And I realized I don't have a regular colander right now. I think it's still in storage. And I was going to buy one the other day, but the store I was at didn't have one. And I'm not prone to traveling from store to store just to find what I need. So I said, well, I can just make do with what I have. So this is going to be a tricky pour. Here's what I'll do. I'll get my pan over here. Sounds like she's screaming for help. It's funny when she does pew, pew, pew. Let's see. Yeah. Just know, they really, I guess it depends on what you get, but I had parakeets growing up. Birds are just very intensive, and they take a lot of care. We went to the vet recently, not for anything specific other than to get our nails clipped, and the vet was asking about their diet. And, I told her, I says, well, they do eat, we give them a mixture. We try to give them fresh stuff. They also eat seeds, which apparently seeds are very bad for birds. So we're going to have to figure out how to break their seed habit, especially sunflower seeds, very fatty. They can get heart disease, and they can have heart attacks just like humans. So they love apples. In fact, in the mornings, Beaker, there's usually on the counter above the sink, there is a perch that Beaker will sit on and yell at me to get her apples, morning apples. So whenever I do mac and cheese, I always add in some shredded cheese. And again, I've got a conglomerate of cheeses here that I'm using, and this is usually what I do. I just use what I have on hand. And then I mix it in. Oh, and that reminds me, I gotta make my cracker crust here. What did I do with my cheese spatula? I like adding the shredded cheese in because then it just gives it a more cheesy flavor. And I don't measure things. My mic is rubbing again. Okay. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. Oh no. Oh well, see, I'm from Cincinnati, so we have sad Cincinnati sports too. So I understand the sad sports stories. All right. Since I forgot to do this, let me get okay, this is special to me. This was my mom's. she always used this growing up. We always used this. She made pies, cut out cookies, all that. She was amazing. She taught me a lot. So I'm just crunching these up. Actually, might help if I break. There we go. Okay, let me put these in a bowl. Is my mic doing something? Staticky? I don't know. Is it still staticky? Testing? Is it better? I think microphones and cameras have been the bane of our existence lately, trying to get it all worked out. All right. I also need to, I don't know if I can get butter in there or not. You know what, I'm switching this out. I think I was saying, if you're looking for measurements, I don't measure much of anything, and rarely do I follow recipes exact. Need 30 seconds on that butter, I think. Should melt it. We'll mix that over the mac and cheese and get that in the oven. And then, like I said, I'm going to start working on the brownies. And I think I get that from my mom. She did that all. No, I'm not saying she didn't ever use recipes, but for the most part, she would just cook, like she just knew everything she was doing, so she just, and you just get so used to doing your recipes that, so people will ask me, what are you know, can you send me the recipe? And I'm like, well, there really isn't one. I remember my dad telling me, I think I said this last time, my dad telling me when I was younger, you need to get in the kitchen and watch your mom bake pies. I was like, Dad, well, Mom just throws everything together, so I don't think it would help me to, you just kind of have to follow a recipe for a while and then you learn what works and what doesn't. So what I am making mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese, and then I have some peppers, or not peppers, yeah, I do have peppers here. I have some sausage, it's chicken and apple sausage, and I'm going to do that in a pan, kind of like brown them in a pan, and put peppers and onions with them. So that's what I'm making today. That's all ready to go. I'm going to put this in the oven. This takes like probably 25-30 minutes. It's hot. It just tells. It's still staticky. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm like today. Exactly, Uncle Stinky. That is what works. Cooking shows, so I got ideas from people, different things, like whenever I make meatloaf, I don't ever just make burger. I make it with, I put ground pork in it also. You can actually use, I've seen them where they put, I think, ground beef and ground lamb. Texture to the meat whenever it's cooked. Alright, I cut up onion, so I have that ready, and then I'm going to mix up the brownies. And Sophie's, we have a gate across the kitchen so that she can't come in, but she's involved. Don't don't you, Sophie? So she was on the stream yesterday to the garage. Liked that. All right. So are we still staticky? How's everybody else hearing it? Static? Yeah. Maybe it's the shirt.
I think it's just rubbing it a little bit.
I wonder if I can get up on the t-shirt. This. Sorry, people, you're getting a lot of sound. Don't touch me. Maybe that'll help. Testing. Does it sound better? Maybe it's this mic. I don't know. Well, I moved the mic, so hopefully that helps. But then again, it's right by my throat. If I swallow something, you'll probably hear that too. Maybe a short in the wire. Could be. These are new mics, so hopefully not. So I just sliced my onions up. I'm not going to do the whole onion. Let me see. Yeah, that's probably good enough. I always end up, got used to, you're used to, when you have a family with kids, you get used to cooking for kids now, kids too, and they're not here, so I just always have to remember to like cut my down. All right, I know all this stuff is right here. I am going to make brownies. Let me look up my recipe I have on my phone. No, not that. And I updated my phone, and so now, you know, Apple likes to change everything around. So now I gotta find the recipe. Let's see. To be honest, I'm not always a fan of homemade brownies, and part of it is the baking, the mixed ones. Ah, okay, Uncle Stinky. We'll talk to you later. Have fun with those dishes. When you're done with those, you can do mine. Always, for some reason, just box brownies, they got it right, you know? If it's not broken, I don't try to fix it. But I will try to make some homemade brownies today.
What if you moved it up onto the hat?
I could try that. I'm gonna move this on my hat. You're gonna get lots of loud sounds.
Is that this one?
What's on this side? Should I move it? Yeah. Yeah, this will feel like I have something in my line of sight now. So, anyways, brownies. Yes, I'm going to make some homemade brownies. Like I said, I don't always like homemade brownies, but, and it's just maybe because I haven't found the right recipe. Okay, so here is the ingredients. Okay, I got 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So those are 8, and I need unsalted. I never buy unsalted butter. Okay, but these are 8 tablespoons, 2 more, and I set it out. Let's see. I'm probably going to have to soften this butter up a little bit. So, and 3/4, it looks like 1 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Sophie's going over sniffing the bird cage. Arwen complained. So I'll just soften that up a little bit. Oh, I had all this. What else do I need? Oh, vanilla. I don't know if you like, I always get Mexican vanilla. This stuff is amazing. The stuff they have in the store just does not cut it. I use it for a lot of different things. Let me rinse this. I put vanilla in my coffee. Sometimes if I'm making coffee, I will even put it in like with the grounds. Okay, yeah, that's good. Nice and soft. So, sugar. Because the birds are covered, Sophie's very curious as to why they're covered. So I need 1.5 cups of sugar. This is where I tend to be more exact with what I measure. So 1.25, not 1.5. I better watch what I'm reading. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I probably 1/4 cup of cocoa. And I'm not like one of those people on cooking shows that should have measured everything out already, but nah, it's okay. I need to mix up my sugar and butter first. I've got this. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit noisy for a minute while I mix this up. I did get everything out that much that I needed. Yes, are you all hearing me okay now? Did the static situation get taken care of? Maybe these don't go here. That's weird. Okay, so this should go in here, but it's not. I might be just using one beater. Beat up the butter and the sugar. Oh, and I gotta put 2 eggs in there. So eggs. Let's see. Got 2 eggs. Static. So I'm going to take like a quick break and we're going to check out mics. So, and I can do that right now. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so I am back. Hopefully the crackling is gone. Hopefully it sounds better. And I'm going to put the eggs away and mix up this again. Oh, I need to put a little bit of vanilla in here too. And again, I use the cap for my measurement. I don't fill it up all the way. I do about half a cap. You don't hear it, so they're not hearing my mic. Oh, you don't hear the crackle. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting panicked. All right, so I do about half a cap. Awesome. We're good. Watching a guy cooking the other day. I'm trying to remember what his name on Twitch was, but he was making wontons, and he had this nice little like cast iron, looked like a cast iron like press. But of course that took a lot more muscle. I'm sure there's other ways to use a, you could use, what is it? Oh, a pasta roller. One of those things. You could use that, but yeah, it was very interesting. I've never made wontons, and then he was also making homemade tortillas. So my brother-in-law, I don't know if he's, let's see, is he working today? He does homemade, we do homemade tacos and everything there, and it's always so good. I always seem to come back to tacos. I really like tacos. All right, so I need to get, again, I didn't get my other salt is locked in the cabinet that I can't get into right now. I should have took a good look, but thankfully we don't need a whole lot of salt, so I can just use that. All right, let's see, what else? So 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I always like using Hershey's. I feel like it's a good quality. That's a 1/3 cup. Here is my 4th cup. Well, my 4th cup's going to fit better in here. I probably should have sifted it in with the flour, but we'll just do it this way. Okay. Chocolate. I like chocolate. I really don't bake much anymore, so hopefully these turn out. Just because I like to eat like baked goods. I love them. Absolutely love them. And yeah, the older you get, the harder it is for your body to work through all that. So I try to watch what I eat. Okay, so there's that, and it needs flour. So all it needs is half a cup of all-purpose flour. And my flour's right here. Is there no baking powder or anything? No. Okay. So half a cup of flour. Try to fluff up my flour a little bit because I'm not sifting it. So try to... Some people use a whisk to fluff their flour up a little bit. That instead of sifting it. Okay. I'm going to mix this up and it'll be ready. I realized I got a muffin pan out because I don't have a 9 by 13, and this may only be like an 8 by 8 anyways, and I'm using my 8 by 8 to make mac and cheese. All right, it's all mixed up, ready to go. So before I put this in the pan, I'm going to start my my peppers or my sausages. Let me kind of move some of this stuff out of the way. Get my rag to wipe this down. It gets all dusty from the flour. So what is the weather like, Cosmic or Ms. Hippie, whoever's? I know you're both in the same area. I think well, I think Ms. Hippie's in Carrollton, the Carrollton area maybe. Good, then you're on your way from Seattle to clean up my mess, right? All right, 60. Yeah, batteries might be. Hopefully we can get through this. So, mac and cheese is almost done, and I'll have to keep checking if this, if I lose sound, I might have to keep turning this on. Hopefully, it doesn't completely do that to me. Anyways, I've got that started. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of oil and flour in my muffin tin. I know these are anti-stick, but I just don't completely trust it. And I don't have any Crisco, but what I'll do is I'll put like a little bit of oil. I don't like using my hands. I never liked getting the oil on my hands. And this is what we did. We would take Crisco and use a baggie. we'd use a baggie and put the Crisco in whatever, because I just never buy, so you can buy cans of either Pam or even like for making cakes, it's the non-stick stuff and it has like flour in it already. Okay, that is starting to sizzle. Okay, I may only give the mac and cheese another 10 minutes. Let's see where not in there. I forgot to get this out. Oh, yes. My little scoop. So, I need to see if I can flour these just a little bit. Oops. Try to. This week I went a little more like trying to do instead of something that was, I guess tacos can kind of be considered like a one pot meal, one pan meal, because you're just cooking, browning the meat and cutting up your vegetables. This time I decided to get really, Alpha Soul wants to know what color the birds are. They are green. Different kinds of green, where Beaker is like a muted, I don't know what, teal green, and Arwen is more a darker green, but they both have kind of some wing feathers that are an aqua bluish color. They're very pretty. They're both female as far as we know. Well, we know Beaker is. Arwen was never tested, and there's no identifying colors or marks on a Quaker parrot that tells you whether it's a female or not. So, we just have to, we call her Arwen. She is named after Arwen from Lord of the Rings. I'm sure some of you picked that up, maybe. If you're into fantasy movies at all. Let's see, I've got extra. So Sophie is sitting outside the kitchen giving me the saddest looks. Because she's like, and then she's grumbling at me too. She's like, I want to be in there with you. So the other night, we were getting ready to go to bed, and I went into the bathroom, and when I came out, she was on the bed right up by 8 bits, because she was like, I'm sleeping here tonight. She's like, you can go sleep on the couch. And we made up a nice bed for her on the couch, because we know she likes to sleep on the couch. But she's funny. All right. Oh. Okay, so a lot of times I'll add, when I'm cooking sausages like this, I'll add a little water. Kind of helps steam them, and then I can work on getting them browned a little bit without scorching the outsides of them. All right, these, hopefully, they do good. I probably should have put the more of it. I may even this out a little bit because they're not very even. All right. A little bit on this one. I like brownies. I hope these turn out really good. Never made this recipe before, so it's a first for me. I remember now, like the big thing is oh, don't eat cookie batter or whatever with eggs, raw eggs in it. Sorry, people. Don't do this at home. I loved licking the bowl from whenever my mom made stuff. Okay, so have I played WoW 9.2 yet? No. I did level my paladin all the way, and was it my paladin? I think it was my paladin. And I joined, is it Revendreth? That faction, I forget what it's called, Covenant. And I got so frustrated because I kept getting lost, and I literally could not figure out where to go. Like, there's quests I couldn't do because they're up and down and everywhere. I should have picked a different Covenant. But I really liked that Covenant, and I thought it would be fun. Okay, so steaming, and then I want those to make sure they're good and like cooked through. And the mac and cheese is still looking beautiful. A few more minutes on that. Let me see what my okay, what I need to cook this on. Oh, 325. So once I pull the macaroni and cheese out, I'll lower the temperature to 325. What? Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, what are they talking about? I'm just now looking at their instructions on how to mix everything up. I don't follow directions very well. It's all good. I did everything just right. All right. Oh, these are... Ooh, yummy. This smells so good. I probably could use tongs or something a little easier than a spatula. That is getting almost done. And I am going to, when I pull the macaroni and cheese out, I will put the peppers and onions in with the sausages. Because once I do that, it won't take very long for that. And I'm going to put that in. And those probably take maybe about 15 minutes to bake, since they're like little cupcakes instead of an actual brownie pan. So I need to get back in and do one of my other characters, because I know you can't change factions until you have certain, why can't I think of what it's called? Rep with them. So I can't change. So I need to just get in. Maybe I need to find people to play with so they can help me. But I have played a lot of other games. Final Fantasy, I need to play that this week maybe. 7 Days to Die, Minecraft Dungeons, Raft is really fun. Lost Ark, I've been playing Lost Ark. Albion, play Albion. Oh, the list is so long. I have so many games I haven't even played. New World, I like New World too. I just wish it had more of a storyline. They kind of missed the boat on that. They could have added a little more story in, but I think it's coming along. They're adding some things as they go, but it needs a little bit more to it. All right, I'm going to pull this out. Oh, mac and cheese. Doesn't that look good? Oh my. It's all nice and bubbly. I'm going to lower the temperature and put those in a few minutes. Oh shoot. Okay. No. I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to put these in here because it scorched a little bit, and I'm going to get rid of this pan and use a different pan. I turned it up too high. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. This will be pretty good. I'm going to stick these in I'm going to set a timer so I don't forget. No. Timer. Here we go. Turn that off. Start. Okay, I'm going to get a different pan out. Not that one. One that I can put a lid on. Okay. I'll put a little olive oil in there. Maybe I should have done that to begin with. Okay. And especially with the vegetables, I need some olive oil. Okay, give that a couple minutes to heat up. Then I'm going to put the peppers and onions in. Let me see what, got some salt and pepper. Make sure my mic is on. Now I'm going to be paranoid and keep checking. Oh, Destiny. I've never played Destiny or Horizon Zero Dawn. I've not really played console games, which I know Destiny was big on console. Also, you could do it on PC, I believe, but I really started with Age of Empires years and years ago. I played that. I don't know if you, a little bit of Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Does that date me? Okay. All right. Now I can put my, I'm not going to put all of these in. I'm going to take some. We might save some of these to munch on later. Put all the onions in though. I prefer my onions cooked. All right. Let me turn this down. Flinging stuff. I'm going to put some salt and pepper just for the vegetables. Cover that up. That will only take a few minutes. And I'm going to get a plate out. Actually, a couple plates. I make a mess in the kitchen, especially when I do this kind of stuff. Let me get another plate. Cover up my flour. And let me see, how are we doing on time? Not too bad. Let me see, the brownies are cooking. Ooh. Oh, yummy. I'm getting hungry. It's, no, my tea's still here. It's still warm. Yeah, a couple years ago, I guess it was a year and a half, something like that, I built a computer. And of course, you know, as soon as you think you have the latest specs, it's obsolete already, you know. So I mean, it's fine. It'll be good for a while, but eventually I'll have to upgrade the video card. Hopefully my processor should last for a while. And then I think I have like one of my memory cards is a terabyte. The brownies, I'm going to check them. I set them up for 15 minutes because they're in cupcakes. They shouldn't take as long as regular brownies because they said to bake 20 to 25 minutes for a pan. So I'm just going to do it for 15 minutes and then go from there. If it needs a little longer, we will do that. All right, these are just about done. Yummy. Okay. I'm going to turn that off so it doesn't keep cooking. I need something for that. And I have my tongs. So, look at this. Oh, yum. Ooh. Okay, can you see that? Doesn't that look good? And I set my tongs back over here. So I'll get one of these out and get some peppers to go with it. I'm sure, I don't know if 8-Bits wants some or if he wants to wait. Do you want food? Or do you want to wait? Yep. Okay. All right. So he's going to wait. And look at that. It's steaming hot. I don't know. I always like making homemade mac and cheese. And it's crunchy. I wish you could see Sophie. I need to have a cam for her. She's just sitting here staring at me with the saddest look in her eyes. Sweet. She, aw. Girl. So my mac and cheese could have used a little more salt, but it's fine. My daughter Megan, she would tell me, she would go other places and if somebody made homemade mac and cheese, but she'd always come back and say, Mom, no matter whose homemade mac and cheese I eat, yours is always the best. So that made me feel good. That's good. And I need a knife to cut my sausage. I want to see what this tastes like. I've never had the chicken apple. I've had the chicken pineapple. So this, what I'm telling you, if you ever get the chance to have do a bonfire or a cookout or whatever, put some of these on a skewer and cut up some peppers and stick them on there with it and roast it together. It is delicious. Oh, that's really good. Are you hungry yet? I would watch cooking shows and I would be so hungry. And it just makes you more hungry the more you watch. But so you're only playing WoW now, Cosmic. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah. I knew that was your main game. I just get bored, so I switch games around, try to keep my keep everything different games running. Oh, No Man's Sky. That's another one. That's really fun. It is a intergalactic game, so you're like traveling the universe, and it's fun, and it's a survival game. I played on normal, but normal is still survival. Survival is like everything wants to kill you, and then there is permadeath. I haven't tried permadeath. I've tried survival, and it is hard. It's really hard. I don't get very far because I just die so much. I wish you all could join me. This is really good. But oh, oh, the brownies. Yeah, they're not quite done yet. The timer. I have a timer on my brownies, so they're good.
I'm getting other chats
Oh.
of people watching and sending me the questions. That's why.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm not. Yeah. The brownies. No, they're not quite done yet. Hi, Sophie. Hi. What do you want? I don't have anything in here. I'll cut up a little bit. I like these snack sticks for myself, but she's been sitting here so good. I'm just going to give her a little piece of a snack stick. There you go. I gave her a piece of an apple earlier, and she like took it out to the living room and laid on the carpet and like gnaws on. Like she's like, I'm not sure what to do with a piece of fruit. She'll eat it. She just like eats it very weirdly. Was that good? Did you like that? Yeah. She's my little buddy. She likes to go off-road with me. I don't need that. She likes to go off-road. We've done some off-roading here. We were out for almost a whole day, and she did amazing. She just loves to go in the Jeep, period. Every time I go to leave somewhere, she thinks she's going with me. And now she's staring me down. She's like, I know you have food. This is really good. Sorry I'm munching and chewing, but this food's too good to miss out on. Brownies are almost done. I'm keeping an eye on them. Let's see. Let me just pull out and check real quick. Sometimes, nope, they're still fudgy on top, so the centers aren't quite done, but they look really good. I think part of whenever if I've made homemade brownies, they're just so cakey. But hopefully these are more fudgy, like they say they are. I don't put nuts in mine. I know some people like nuts. I didn't put nuts in them. What I need to do, what I should have done is bought some chocolate chips and put some chocolate chips in them. That would make them good. Oh, there we go. I was looking for toothpicks. Yeah, those are, got toothpicks. So I'll leave those there so that I can check my, check the brownies whenever they're done. I've got all this butter that I cut into. Okay, I'm gonna set it here. I'm gonna put this away. I'm just gonna start like putting a few things away. I can't get into that cabinet because it interrupts the camera. This pan does not need to be out. Oh, will I show Sophie at the end of the stream? I can show Sophie, yeah. A traumatized blue and gold macaw. So was it traumatized from the wheeling? I know people that take their birds out with them everywhere. You know, if it was possible, we would, but Arwen, who knows what she would do. Beaker probably would enjoy it. When I drove from Cincinnati to here, to Albuquerque, my bird, Robert, the cockatiel, he was in a little travel, it was more like a parakeet cage, but we call it a travel cage. And I tried to keep him covered at first partially because if the sun came in the window, too much sun, I didn't want him to get too hot. But it was November, so it really wasn't hot out. But he loved it. Like, he would look out the window and get all excited. So yeah, he enjoyed riding. Every time he would see things out the window, he would get all excited. Okay. That's done. Almost time to check. I'm going to go ahead and check my brownies. And see if they're done. We'll use the toothpick test here. We'll check the center one. No, they're still gooey in the center. I figured that was going to happen with those middle ones. Alright, I'm going to do, whoops, timer. We'll do another 4 minutes. That's a really odd number to put. I know people do like 2 or 5. I'm going to do 4. We'll change it up. Wipe my toothpick off, so. Anyways, yeah, so taking birds out, a lot of people do. They're just part of the family. Aww. Oh, it's picking up static again? So, the macaw, it was taken from its nest way too young. Oh. So she would bribe it for affection? That's crazy. I mean, I bribe Beaker with apples. We give her apples. But no, Beaker, the Indian ringneck, she loves it when you wear a flannel. Or I have this jacket that looks like a flannel, but it's kind of like a micro fleece jacket. And every time I have it on, she's like on me and she's trying to burrow under the collar or get, like if I crook my arm, she gets down in the arm and like tries to burrow down. If I sit on the couch with her, she tries to burrow into the couch. So yes, they love a lot of attention. They like to be handled. Oh, okay. Now I get. I missed that one. Sorry. My brain just doesn't work that way. I don't automatically go there. But yeah, so she walked the streets. She traded gifts for affection. Okay. We'll try that. We're having static issues today. Alright, let me eat some more mac and cheese. So yeah, I had a life. Maybe ran into people who were not so nice to it. That's just awful. I don't understand why people have to be mean to animals. So I will probably do another cooking show next week. Hopefully the brownies will be done here in the next few minutes. Sundays seem to work for us unless usually one off-roading event that we will go on Sundays, so I don't know if they'll switch it up to a Saturday sometime. And I game night if you're on Mountain Time. And I game usually around 9 o'clock. Sometimes I'll do something a little bit earlier, but last night when I tried to do early, not last night, the night before, Friday night, Beaker, the Indian ringneck, decided she wanted to throw a wrench into things, and she kept flying to the floor and sitting right in front of Sophie. Sophie didn't try to do anything. We're just still acclimating to my dog being around the birds. And so, you know, we have to really watch, and I usually keep, when the birds are out, Sophie's on a leash, and we're watching her really closely, just so that she gets used to, it kind of becomes like white noise to her, I hope, because they like to fly around. And so Beaker decided, well, I'm going to fly to the floor right in front of Sophie, and Sophie didn't react, she just laid there, but it made me very nervous. All right, we're going to check these again. Oh, okay. Let me use a different. Maybe it, let's see. Okay, those on the outside are definitely, I really think we give it, honestly, another 4 minutes and they'll be done. Timer. If not, the ones in the middle will just be more fudgy. Like the recipe calls them. Thank you for following, Uncle Stinky. Like I said, I stream quite a bit. I am actually, so I don't know if you're familiar with how Twitch does things. When you first start out, they kind of limit your capabilities within Twitch streaming, because I use Twitch Studio. And so there are things that aren't unlocked for me to do yet because I have not reached certain benchmarks. I have enough followers, I just don't have the average viewers for the affiliate program. Granted, that most people, it takes them maybe 6 months to a year to get to affiliate. Some people it takes longer. I do a lot of hours, so they average all the viewers by the hours that I stream, so that can kind of make your averages lower. I just looked today, I'm at 1.61 average viewers. I'm getting there slowly, but yeah, so, and I actually enjoy talking to other people whenever they come to the stream. It's fun. It just makes it more fun and exciting. We do some other interactive things when we stream. I have a game called Stream Raiders. That's something that every 30 minutes you do a round of a battle on a field, and players or viewers have put troops on the field to kind of help you win. And there's some other things that we do. So it's just, it's a growing thing. I will never be an Asmongold or what's some of the others. I think one of his friends, Esfond, who's absolutely crazy. And he may still be running a stream that's been running for over 2 weeks now. He was doing a subathon, and however many subs he got, added more time on, and it literally, I'm like, he's never going to be able to stop a continuous stream. But he's actually very entertaining to watch. All right, brownies have 1.5 minutes. If I think they should be good after this. And I haven't eaten all my food, but that's okay. Oh, keep cooking? You mean today? Oops. Yeah, after the brownies are done, I don't know. I mean, I could pull some more stuff out. I have some ribs in there, but that'll take a few hours to cook. I got to stick those in the oven like on, usually I do 225. And I don't know if I have it. I have the chicken rub. I like, for my ribs, Famous Dave's rib rub. And a lot of times I use that on my ribs or whatever I have. Wrap them in aluminum foil on a pan, put them on 225 and let them cook for 4 hours. Maybe a little longer till they're tender, and then coat them with barbecue sauce. My favorite barbecue sauce is Sweet Baby Ray's. I like that. Yeah, I will keep new streams coming. Yeah. And we have elk and deer meat that I just am so excited about. I can't wait to cook it. I was excited when I found out we had that in the freezer because I've never cooked it before. So yes, I will have to do a stream where I cook game meat, wild game. I think it was while I was over Christmas, I was visiting my kids for Christmas, and I got a picture. It's like, look what I got. Like, what is that, and why is it in my kitchen? So, yeah, it's I've never, deer meat is not one of my favorites. Oh, look, they're done. Yes, okay. Brownies are done. Push that in. All right. I'm running out of space. Little kitchen problems. Ouch. Hot. All right. Let me get another pot holder. Oh. There we go. All right. I can cancel that. All that. These don't look too bad. Let's see if they come out of this easily. Oh, they do. Nice, nice, nice. That's always the tricky part, is getting whatever you're baking to come out of the pan easily. So one of these times, I will have to make creme brulee. I love creme brulee. It's so good. I remember the first time I had it in a restaurant. And I was determined I was going to get the recipe and learn how to make it. Oops. I keep hitting this right on front of me. All right, so I'm going to get one of the ones from the center. Let's cut into this. Oh, okay. So whenever I look for a brownie, I like this dark chocolate look, this dark, rich look. To me, that's going to be good, just because it's already a nice, rich chocolate. You know, it would be really good. Okay, these are good. I think I found a new brownie recipe. It's got that crunch on the outside, that crust on the outside that you want with a brownie. And it's like nice and soft and gooey in the middle. That is so good. These are excellent. What I will do is I will post the link to this recipe on my Twitch because it's so good.
I can't stand the chewing that loud in my ears.
Oh, is it? Am I chewing that loud? Oh, sorry for the chewing. It's just too good. I get. I'll stop. I'll stop eating. The ASMR is creating a psychological issue here. Anyways, I will stop eating, and I will thank you all so much for stopping by. This has actually been so much fun. And deer meat, yeah. Oh yes, I've seen those. They're all corner brownies. Yeah, the cupcake pan does great for that. Because you get all of it's like crunchy on the outside. So good. But yeah, thank you all so much. I really enjoy cooking, and I enjoy sharing it with other people. Oh, Sophie, she's over here like, aren't you going to show me? Let's see, I'm trying to think what camera.
Lift it and walk her in and walk her back out.
Oh, okay. Will they be able to see her all the way? Okay, come here. Come here.
Take her over near the far side.
Over here. So, come here. Here, we'll do another. Come here. Come. Sit. Can they see her? Yep. Give me your paw. Good girl. So you're such a good girl. Here, we should turn around so they can see your face. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. All the way. Now turn around. Face me. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, come here. You don't want to be cornered. That's what it is. Oh, you going down? You laying down? Down. Can you lay down? Ah. Down. There you go. Come here. Up. Good girl. Up, up, up. Can you get up a little bit? Oh. She's not much of a jumper. But, yes, she's around 70 pounds. Between 70 and 80. I haven't weighed her recently. Very fluffy. Lots of fur. Right? And when you shed like crazy. And it's winter right now, so we're not in the shedding season, although she sheds year round. Yes, Cosmic is who I got Sophie from. My cousin. So yeah. But Sophie's doing very good. She loves to go on walks. We saw a coyote this morning when we went on a walk. Across the street in an open field area. I have to watch because if I'm up late, I take her out at night, and you can hear the coyotes. So I don't know that they run through this apartment complex, but I just try to be careful. But yeah, she's a good girl, aren't you? She likes to have her treats and get attention. She likes snuggles, right? Yeah. Are you a good girl? She was so dusty when we took her off-roading. And so I'm not still finding things here in Albuquerque, and I know there are places that have the do-it-yourself dog bathing places, and I didn't know where one was. So, and I had tried to look, but it wasn't pulling anything up. So I used the bathtub, and the water was brown because Albuquerque's a desert. And it's so dusty, and we had spent all day out in the dunes, and she just got she got very dusty. And yes, I was actually thinking the same thing, Cosmic, because dogs hate shoes. But she keeps getting these, they're called goat's head thorns in between her toes. And one time I had to reach all the way up, like deep by her big toe pad, and it wasn't embedded, it was just stuck in between her toes. And she kept licking and limping, and I'm like, what is going on? And I finally had to stick my fingers all the way up into her toe pads to find out where it was. But anyway, so that's Sophie. I am Annika3 on Twitch. I go by Annie on here. I have other names. And I enjoy cooking, and I hope that next time you come watch me cook. I do it every Sunday, so probably around 2 o'clock every Sunday. And I usually don't know what I'm cooking till Thursday or Friday when I go to the grocery store and go shopping. Oh yeah, Sophie does not like the rain. She'll have accidents in the house. Like back in Cincinnati, it was horrible. It was terrible because she hated the rain and she wouldn't go to the bathroom outside. I would walk her and she would refuse. So here it's warm and dry, so she can't complain about the rain. And also, I just wanted you to notice Dugan's Leathercraft, the Instagram. I do cosplay also, and I have an elf costume. And he made me, which is also 8 bits a byte, he made me a leather quiver to go with my elf ranger costume. It's amazing. He's done some other things. He makes dice roller trays out of leather. And he may be doing some streams too, doing leathercraft eventually. So that we're going to work that into it.